You might think of a clock as a mundane household item, but I disagree. In this video, I'm going to show you 37 ways you can use clocks in escape rooms, puzzle hunts, or constructed adventures. You could read the hours and minutes as a 4-digit code to unlock a padlock. A broken clock with its glass face shattered could give the time of death at a murder scene. The clock face might have letters or symbols instead of numbers, and the hands point to letters to spell a word or code. The angle formed by the hands could be interpreted as a semaphore flag signal. Or the hour, minutes and seconds could be a coordinate value, so a point in time can be used to represent a position on a map. If you shine a UV light, it could reveal a hidden message written on the clock face. Or place an overlay on top of or around the clock, which provides a decode key. The clock hands might point in the direction of an item in the room, or indicate a spot on the clock face that you have to touch to activate a hidden sensor. The clock mechanism might run backwards, and you have to look at the reflection in a mirror to read the correct time. Now those are just examples of telling the time, but what about setting the hands to a particular time to activate a mechanism? For a single hand, you can just mount the clock hand directly onto the shaft of a 12-way rotary switch. You could place magnets on the back of the hands, which activate sensors hidden behind the clock face when they line up with them. Or you could use an optical sensor, which detects when a beam of light is reflected back when the clock hand passes in front of it. You could use rotary encoders on a dual shaft mechanism such as this one. These cogs make each hand turn a different shaft. A rotary encoder doesn't detect the position of the hands, but the rotation they make. Maybe if you rotate the hour hand anti-clockwise through 360 degrees, you go backwards in time to the previous day. If there are other clocks or timekeeping devices nearby, you might set the time on the clock to match those. A sundial, a digital clock, a wristwatch. Maybe you have to deduce the correct time from looking at clues in the environment around you, the position of stars as they move across the night sky, a scheduled TV or radio broadcast, a cockerel that always crows at 6 AM every morning, or observing the angle of shadows cast by the sun. Now, if you know the time somewhere else in the world, you can calculate the local time based on the difference in time zones between those places. And there's other ways to interact with the clock besides simply setting the time. You could wind up an old clock mechanism with a winding key, or unlock and open the front door of a grandfather clock to obtain an item inside. Reach inside and stop the pendulum swinging. Perhaps you can climb right through the body of a clock and discover an entrance to a hidden area. The clock hands could detach and be used as a key or tool in another mechanism. A cuckoo clock or other mechanical element could pop out holding an item. Or a missing gear might need to be inserted to complete the clockwork mechanism and allow it to turn. Clocks are associated with distinctive sounds. There's the tick-tock, the beeping of a digital alarm clock, and chimes and bells ringing. Maybe the ticks and tocks could be interpreted as dots and dashes of Morse code, or a secret message encoded in tap code. The ticking pattern could be a rhythm that you must repeat back. Now for a regular clock, that rhythm would be a steady beat of 60 BPM, which could be detected by an electronic metronome. Some clocks chime, which might indicate that an important event has occurred. The melody of the chimes might provide an ordered sequence of notes that must be entered elsewhere, or perhaps the chime blocks need to be reordered to make them play the correct melody. A bedside alarm clock has bells that ring vigorously to signify the start of the day. And any device so intimately related to time is also associated with fantastical concepts like time travel, time running out, or time standing still. A clock could speed up to indicate passage of time, perhaps to fast forward to the end of a process. A clock stopping would indicate time freeze. That's most noticeable if the sound of ticking and the motion of a pendulum swinging also abruptly stop. An irregular or erratic ticking creates a kind of unnatural or creepy atmosphere. And if the hands of a clock spin wildly, it might indicate a magical or supernatural presence. The volume of the ticks might become louder to heighten tension in a scene. Or changing the time on a regular clock might also change the time on a sand timer or water clock nearby, causing the sand or water to drain away and revealing a message or making an item accessible. I'm sure there's loads more examples that I didn't mention, and if you have any ideas, please do let me know in the comments below. But I do hope this video has given you some ideas for inspiration of ways to use clocks in escape rooms for activities for kids at home or in the classroom or in any other playful application. Now, if you like this kind of content, please do like and subscribe to this channel. You'll see I publish loads of tutorials for escape rooms and other playful uses of technology. I have a Discord server you can join and chat to other people around the world who are making these kind of projects, and also a Patreon account where you can download resources to help you build any of the escape room related projects on this channel. Other than that, I just want to say thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, cheers, bye.